It has been 1 week since a Mississippi teenager was brutally killed. Investigators say that someone poured lighter fluid down her throat, set her on fire, and left her for dead. She was just 19 years old. So far, no arrests have been made. Her name was Jessica Chambers. It happened in the small rural town of Cortland. That's about 150 miles north of Jackson, Mississippi. And as police search for new leads, family and friends said their final farewells. A reported 400 mourners packed a chapel for the funeral. And the victim's cousin says the family will, quote, not stop at anything to find out who did it. Brian Yinnes is live for us here in New York. Brian, where does the investigation stand right now?
Well, hi, Heather. Right now, we can tell you I spoke to the DA, District Attorney John Champion, today, who tells me they're still working their leads in this horrific murder case, but there are no known suspects at this time. Jessica was found outside of her car in that small town of Cortland, Mississippi. She was doused in the flammable liquid with 98% of her body burned. She died at a hospital, but not before telling firefighters something. Investigators aren't disclosing what she said, but Jessica's father, Ben Chambers, says she uttered the name of her killer before passing away. Now, Mr. Chambers also says his daughter had stayed at a battered woman's shelter a few months ago and had been in bad relationships. Now, investigators say they are analyzing her cell phone and are now constructing a timeline of events. Surveillance footage shows Jessica entering a gas station she frequented an hour and a half before she was brutally left to die a mile away. Jessica is seen waving at someone in the surveillance video, and video also catches a man appearing to fill up a gas canister next to her, but authorities have cleared that man. Now, the cashier at the gas station who knows Jessica says she pumped more gas than usual. He says that when he asked her why, Jessica told him she was going somewhere. She was also wearing pajama pants, and her mom says she was supposed to come right back home. So obviously leading to a lot of questions, Heather.
Yeah, a lot of new information there, though. Obviously a tough time for a small, tight-knit community. No doubt also the family who buried Jessica yesterday.
Heather, an excruciating time for the Chambers families. Jessica was buried yesterday next to her 28-year-old brother who died in a car accident 2 years ago. Now, hundreds of family and high school friends filled a chapel in Batesville, Mississippi yesterday for a traditional Christian funeral service by rural Mississippi standards, except for the solid white casket, offering people a chance to sign loving goodbye messages using red and green Sharpies. Christmas was her favorite holiday. Now, Jessica was looking forward to beginning college and had just graduated high school, where she played softball and was a cheerleader.
I was reading on the casket of Jessica, and many people, because she's a cheerleader, and she was the one that was flown up into the air and just a high flyer, they said, "Fly high, Jessica." Well, today we can fly with her as love lifts us today.
An $11,000 award is available for anyone with information, Heather.
Let's hope they find who did this and find them quickly. Thank you, Brian Yinnes, live in our newsroom.